All right, hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to our Lost series on Farming Simulator 22. It has been quite a while since we've done an episode in this series, and the reason for that is I've been really busy. My videos have been, fewer and fewer over the past couple of months. Just had a lot going on with gigs and especially with work. It always kind of picks up in the fall, so I've been trying to get out, one video a week. Two has been really tough. And I wanted to wrap up the Thousand Cows series. By now, you probably have seen my new Moss Valley series. So go ahead and check that out. We're just doing a little 150 horsepower challenge. So a little fun thing to do in a Farming Simulator 22 and see if we can actually still manage a farm with not a lot of power. But anyway, so here, we are back in our survival series, our American theme series for now. And we have to get the wheat in the ground today. So it is now September. The grass should be growing pretty soon that we planted in, I think, the last episode. I don't even remember. It's been so long. But we need to get the wheat in the ground, and then we need to keep on doing some logging because, as I mentioned earlier in the last episode or so, we want to invest in a sawmill for the community. And so I think it costs about like 50 some $1,000, like close to 60 for that. And we have our new logging truck, which is awesome. So we can really get some good work done today in terms of cutting down some more trees and getting those sold. So if we can make 20 grand today, I mean, hey, we might be able to do that. But first, like I said, we got to get the wheat in the ground. So if we jump over to the mini map here, currently have 3 fields that are unplanted at the moment. And so field 1, I think I'm going to leave for a little bit because I want to expand that once we cut down some of these trees. And so I'm not going to plant anything here. I think I'm going to put the wheat in this middle field. It's a big field. I like wheat because you can use the straw and bale that and then sell the bales, or keep them if we have animals, but we don't have animals at the moment, so probably sell it. But either way, you get a nice byproduct from wheat, and the yield is pretty it's a higher volume crop, so you get a good yield off of it. And so yeah, I want to use it looks like this is our biggest field in the middle here, so I'm going to use that as the wheat field for now. And then if we remember our crop rotation here, we want to do wheat, oats, and soybeans. So I anticipate that I'm going to plant one of those in each of these fields respectively. And so like over time, we'll have all 3 crops and we can just kind of rotate, amongst the fields, and, they'll get the nutrients that we need. So let's go ahead and jump into the tractor. We might have some seeds in here already. It looks like we got a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and fill up with some more seeds, and then we will head over to the field and get that planted. Shouldn't take, any time at all, given that it's a pretty small field. So let's just go ahead and get started. And I forgot, before we actually can get the seeds planted, we got to go and walk over here, get the bobcat, and load up the cedar. So obviously those big bags are really heavy to lift by hand, so we're going to use the help of this little guy over here. Problem though is that this is an older piece of machinery. This might be something that we look to potentially upgrade in the near future if we have the funds. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, it's the best we can do. And I think, let me just look at this. So we have our truck here. We haven't really done any work with it, but it looks like I might be able to just reach over the top. Yeah, it looks like I think the logs should be able to clear this these rails here, and then we'll kind of have to just drop them in here like that. But I think we're going to be limited in terms of how full of a load we can get in this truck, because it looks like the logs might just barely make it over. So that's where a bigger piece of machinery, or perhaps even like one of those log loaders, like a excavator type machine, would be a little bit more helpful for that. But obviously we're trying to save up for that sawmill, so money is a little tight at the moment, but all in due time. Just things to think about. Yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and load this up with some seeds, and then we'll head over to the field and just get planting. Okay, and we're actually out of fertilizer, as you can see, so we're actually going to go ahead and refill that. But before we do that, we actually have to refuel the tractor as well. So if you'll remember, we have some little gas cans of diesel sitting in the back of the pickup truck here, which works out, you know, because the both of these, you know, all like the tractors and the truck here are all diesel engines, but the our new truck that we got is not. It's an old gas V8, so we're actually going to need to let me undo this here. I think it, oh man, is this, oh, this is weird. I think I need to, so R is to refuel it, but it's also to get rid of the tension belt. So let me do this maybe. There we go. That'll work. Grab one of these. Bring it over here. There we go. Excellent. But yeah, so we're gonna have to go and make sure we get some gas on hand as well. It's gonna take a lot. Okay. We'll use one more of these, and then we'll probably have to, you know, go and refill these, get some more from the shop. Or we should consider maybe getting our own little, you know, fuel tank stored up here at the farm. So we'll see about that. Might be something else to spend our money on that we don't really need to spend money on, but something that we need. So see what happens with that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this refilled, and then we'll finish up planting the field, and I will talk to you guys after that. All right, we are just getting done here with this field. Did not take any time at all, like I thought. Only about 10 o'clock in the morning here. We still have plenty of time to get started on some logging for the day, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and park this back over by the barns, over here by the sheds. Grab our little bobcat, swap the attachment, and we will head back over here, and we'll get to try our new truck today, which is awesome. So I will get started with that, and probably talk to you guys more towards the end of the day, since you know, logging is obviously quite repetitive. I'll just talk to you guys once we've made some good progress. So see you later. All right, so it's been a little while. My truck log loading skills are a little bit rusty, but you can see, you know, we typically, I think on the trailer, we usually get about one tree on, sometimes two if we're lucky, but in here we have two trees on there, no problem, and we still got some room for a little more, so I think we can go up a little bit. We're gonna go and actually cut down one more tree and see if we can get that on the trailer as well, and then we'll take that down to the railway station to be sold. So go do that real quick, and then we'll see you guys when I'm ready to head over there. All right, there we go. That is a full load on this truck. Getting that last little log on here, this little one right here in the front, that was a pain. The bottleneck now is definitely this bobcat. It just doesn't really have the height to get over these rails and to get a full load of logs on the truck. So I think in the near future we should consider looking for something with a little bit more range, potentially a some kind of front loader or something like that, like a, you know, big wheel loader. I think there might be some older ones that we could possibly get used for a little bit of a cheaper price, but we'll have to see. But yeah, got these all strapped down. Let's jump in the truck and head over to the rail yard, get these sold. And I will tell you what, for an old truck, this thing has some power. This is no problem at all for this full load of logs on this thing. And I wonder, it doesn't have a hitch on it, but I was wondering if it could maybe pull a trailer, but obviously can't do that with no hitch. So oh well. But yeah, this'll be nice. We can, you know, have an extra few logs going to the sell point now, since we can fit 3 trees on here instead of 2. And like I said, that getting that third tree on kind of towards the end is a little bit tough, but overall not too bad. So we're gonna go drive down there. Ride's pretty nice, you know, suspension's still in a decent shape. I'm surprised it's not too beat up, so we're gonna try to, you know, take good care of this and keep it that way. And as we were driving here, I noticed they got this new building built right here. I wonder Wonder what that is. I know they've been working on that for a little bit. But we're gonna drop our logs off first, and then we're gonna come back and check that out, see what's going on over there. All right, just pulling into the sell point here. Brakes on this thing are a little bit old, I'll say that. But I know we're pretty heavy too with all these logs on here, so gotta be mindful of that. You know, it's not like driving the pickup. We got about probably like another whole couple tons, honestly, on here. But yeah, let's see how much money we're gonna make from this. I'm guessing 7, 12. Not bad at all. One more of those, and we'll be ready to get a down payment on that sawmill. So we're gonna go head back, check out what that building is by the fire tower over there, and then we should have time for another load or 2 today. To be honest with you, we're making some pretty good progress. And now, you know, it takes me a little bit to get in the swing of things, but once I kind of get into a groove, it seems like, you know, loading up this truck gets a little bit easier. So we'll see you guys when we get down the road here. All right, just pulling up here, and I am actually very surprised to see this. It looks like got a little bit of a fire station here. That's not what I expected to see. That's pretty cool. Looks like probably a forestry station. You know, the typical green U.S. forestry color. So looks like somebody's been here, opened the garages since we just sold. So let's go see if anybody's here, if we can see what's going on. Well, I just spoke to the chief, and it seems like they are in need of some volunteer firemen over here in this area. They've gotten a couple of you know, wildfires out here and other small incidents, and just trying to improve the response time in the county, since, you know, they got some more people moving in, such as myself and Wayne over there, and you know, they have a couple of buildings over here like the store and everything. It would be nice to have a couple trucks in the area. So needless to say, we put our name in, and we actually, not sure if you guys knew this, but we actually had our fire certs from back home. You know, I actually was a volunteer fireman back in the day, in this game, and hopefully in real life one day too. But either way, for the sake of, you know, the story. But anyway, yeah. So we have our fire certs all ready for the state. So all we had to do is fill out some paperwork, and we are in. So give us a pager. If anything happens, you know, we'll be on call at any time of the day, but shouldn't be too many incidents over here. We're kind of out in the country, nothing too much going on, not a lot of traffic or anything over here. So we're gonna just head back to the farm for now, and keep on with our work here. But that's exciting. That is very, very cool. Never thought I'd see the day where we'd be able to, you know, do some firefighting and some farming in the same game. So 2 things that I really enjoy, and here we are. So we're gonna head back, see if we get any calls later today or in the next few days. Like I said, not expecting much, but always good to have somebody around that can answer the call when needed. So anyway, we'll get back to work, and I'll probably just talk to you guys once we get another little logs on the truck. No use doing another time lapse or anything. You guys know the drill by now, but all right. I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't even know how I got all of these on. It's kind of a tight fit. It's really tough with this little Bobcat to get over these rails on this truck. I will tell you, I really am tempted to start looking into like a front loader, and look at that, I don't want to be caught driving behind there. The good thing we're kind of out here by ourselves. I don't know if OSHA or the DOT would approve of this load, but you know what? It's fine. We're pretty much in the middle of nowhere anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring this down. So this is our second load of the day. I'm guessing we could probably get in one more. I think there's like 4 or 5 trees on this load. A few of the a couple of them are like really, really small ones, but then we had some pretty big ones, especially those ones with the lighter bark. I forget if those aren't like lodgepole pines. I forget what they're called, but they are so tall, and they're just like the best trees for logging in this game, I swear. So we have an abundance of those, which is great. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm excited just to keep clearing this land. We're gonna be rolling in the dough pretty soon here, and I mean, this is a lot of work. Don't get me wrong with the equipment that we have, but I mean, maybe pretty soon we can even be able to lease a couple of things, so you know, maybe some bigger machinery, and just kind of have fun with some of the bigger machinery in this game that, you know, I don't really always get to use. So, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, for now, we're gonna go again, go sell this. I'll let you guys know when we get there and see how much money we get. And here we are once again, the old trusty old sell point here. It will be nice once we get that sawmill to have another place to sell this this freshly chopped down wood. We can turn it into some different products and, you know, sell those for a bit more money. Takes time though, but nonetheless, we can ship those out and you know, see what we can do. But let's see what we got here. So man, look at that, another 12 grand, and just like that, we do have enough money now for the sawmill. But we're just gonna keep on moving on today because it's only 3 o'clock, so no use in quitting now. So we're gonna go and get another load, and then probably call it a day. But yeah, what does it hurt to get another 12 grand in the bank? You know, can't really complain about that. But yeah, as we're driving back here, just a couple things to think about. It just occurred to me that we also don't have anything to combat against weeds at the farm. So we're gonna have to probably get a little bit of a weeder. I don't really want to use herbicide right now because we actually don't. Well, can't use herbicide. Don't have a sprayer, and sprayers are typically a bit more expensive than just a small weeder, and we don't really have like that big of a field, you know, to where like using just a little bit of a weeder will be too much work. I mean, when your fields get big, then you want to kind of go the herbicide route because it's quicker to apply. But herbicide is expensive, and we don't have a sprayer, and there's really no need for it right now, since literally it would be like, what, probably 2 passes with the sprayer on the sides of the fields that we have. I mean, it's just not even worth it. So we'll go see what the store's got. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll give Bill a call and see what he's got in stock for us in terms of a weeder, if there's anything that he's got to order. But yeah, other than that, you know, just kind of keeping on with the logging here. We'll plant some more crops in the spring. I think we should be able to get a cut of grass in the before the winter hits. So a couple more months, this grass should be pretty mature by then. Actually, it's already blooming. We'll see here in a minute. We can actually see on our right, just as we kind of come around this bend. This is another thing that I want to fix, is maybe try to straighten out this road a little bit. It's a little bit tough to drive through here. But yeah, right here. Here's our grass field already blooming a little bit. So that'll be awesome. We'll be able to mow that in a few months' time and get some bales off of that. Maybe even turn it into some silage or something if we can. If we don't want to use hay, we'd have to invest in a bale wrapper. But again, with the money that we're making from these trees right now and this new truck, things are really taking a turn for the better. So having a great time. lots of money to be made with this forest. I mean, this goes all the way back there. We got logs for days, you know. But anyway, just gonna drive through the field here because I forgot to go through the grass. Whatever, through the tree as well. All good. Yeah, cut down some more trees, and we're gonna get one more done for the day. It's already well, it's only 3 o'clock, so we definitely have time for one more. I don't really want to be working at night, especially, you know, with a chainsaw and everything, like I always say. So we'll see what happens after this, but I will get to work and talk to you guys later. All right, so as you can see, it's getting a bit dark here. We are just getting the last load of logs onto the trailer. You can see that one log there is a result of trying to load all this in the dark. It just the lighting is not very very good to be working with this type of machinery at night. It's kind of hard to load the trailer. As you can see, you can't really even see the bucket once you get it above a certain height. So I can't even tell you where these. I can kind of see these logs, but it's not the greatest. Hopefully I can just kind of drop those in there like that. Yeah, we're gonna call it a night. I think that's not a pretty load, and I don't want to keep trying to do this. And I feel like if I just keep doing this, I'm just gonna keep messing it up. So we're gonna call it a night for tonight. It's getting a little dark earlier in the night since it is September. But before we go to bed for the night, I think I'm gonna go ahead and run this to the rail yard so that we can have a fresh, clean trailer in the morning. And yeah, you can see we've dropped off another couple of loads. We now have almost $75,000 in the bank. This is another problem that we have with this area is the amount of stumps everywhere. So again, something else to consider in the near future is potentially leasing some kind of stump grinder for an extended period of time and just, you know, spending a day just getting rid of, you know, all of these over here. But I wanted to wait a little bit to do that because I wanted to wait to until we got some, you know, made some progress, so we weren't just, you know, renting something and then returning it right away. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Also, another thing that I want to do is kind of think about making a little pathway here, kind of through these trees, to go back to the forest area. I think that would be a little bit better rather than just driving through the grass every time. You know, maybe making a little gravel pathway or something would be nice. So we'll think about doing something like that again in the near future. Like, you know, everything that we're thinking about. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop these off, and then I'll probably just talk to you guys in the morning. So see you in a bit. All right, here we are once again at the sell point. Man, you know, something that I realized, like, as we're driving through here, it is just so dark everywhere in this map. I mean, you know, there's no street lights. There's, like, even in this yard, there's not a lot of lighting. So maybe once we invest in that sawmill, maybe we can invest in some improvements to the rail yard as well. Maybe talk, you know, try to figure out if we can work something out with the town. We can maybe fund some improvements to the infrastructure here. But again, that's, you know, a long way in the future once we even get the money to do that. But yeah, there we go, another $7 grand. Not much, but again, this was definitely a smaller load than what we've been bringing down here. So can't really complain at all. Just wanted to get that off the truck before we go to bed for the night. Yeah, we're gonna go head back, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning once we wake up, and probably make some early decisions about what we're gonna do for the day tomorrow. I'm not really too sure about that. We'll see if there's any weeds in the field that we need to take care of. I was gonna go to the store and grab a weeder tomorrow anyway. Then, you know, probably just continue on with the logging. So I'll see you guys very soon. Oh man, what the heck? It sounds like we got our first fire call. Let's see what it is here. Well, it sounds like we have a call for a pellet fire. I'm gonna go run to the station, grab the truck, and it actually said it's on our street, but actually I haven't been down that road at all. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in the truck and get to the station. Probably grab the engine and then get over to the scene. So I'll see you guys in a second. All right, here we are, just pulling in the station. Yeah, we'll probably we can grab the engine or the brush truck, but since it's a pallet fire, I think we might want a little bit more of that water in case it spreads. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the engine. A little dark over here at the station. Not gonna lie. Let's go get the garage open and grab our bunker gear here in the locker. All right, let's get going to the scene. This old truck, man. This is an old fire truck here. Right, and as we're coming down the road here, we could see the the address for the call is this, you know, nice bright beam of light in the distance there, but hey, no problem at all. Here we go, passing our house. Actually, I haven't been down this road yet, so it'll be interesting to see what's down here. A little bit sketchy in the dark, not gonna lie. Don't even know where the road is, to be honest with you. Engine 5 to command. We're on scene. Small pellet fire. We can handle. Cancel other units. Alright, so I think what we got to do here is get to the... I think the fire hose is one of the hand tools, if I remember correctly. There we go. All right, there we go. Got the fire out, and we made a little bit of money. It looks like we're paid on call volunteer fire department, which is very, very nice. Always great to boost the income a little bit. But that took way longer than than it should have to put out these pellets. Man, I don't know what they had on these pellets, but definitely some kind of a accelerant or, you know, something like that. But look at this windmill. Didn't know this was here. I wonder if this is a little grain mill. If we can maybe, yeah, look at that Golden Field grain mill. So it looks like we might even be able to get our hands on this at some point and get a little bit of a production chain going with some of our grains. But in the meantime, it is late. I'm tired. I'm gonna go back to bed, get back in the engine here, and we're gonna head back to the station. Engine 5 to command. Fire's out. We're back in service. All right, everyone. Good morning again. And we're just about to wrap up the episode here, but before we do that, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys something. It's a nice, beautiful September morning. We did get a little bit of rain last night, so obviously it's kind of nice that we don't have to do any field work today. Fields are still looking good, no weeds or anything to take care of yet. But I want to show you guys, we made a big investment. Like I mentioned before, we thought about investing in a sawmill, and we finally had that come to fruition. So I'm gonna go head over there and give you guys a tour, see what we have purchased, and this is just such a great contribution to you know, our future and the future of this little community as well. I mean, hopefully we can generate some additional income and production capabilities for the area. So I'll see you guys over there in a second. All right, guys. So as we're coming up by the rail yard here, see this new little gravel road here, and just next to the rail yard is our new sawmill. So not a huge investment, only about I think less than 70 grand. We got about 15 grand in the bank still after all of this setup and everything. And so obviously just pretty simple, just a simple you know, covered area with some very basic machinery and area for wood chips. And here, let's actually hop out real quick and we'll take a little look. So we have this area for wood chips. We have our saws over here. We can actually produce a few different things here. So if we click on the info trigger, actually that's the wrong thing. That's to store the wood. So if we click on this info trigger, we can open up our production menu and see the capabilities that we have with this. So we can make some wooden planks, some long wooden planks, some wooden beams, and some prefab panels, which is really cool because that means that maybe people will want to build some houses here, or we can export these, any of these things we can export for a nice profit. And so as you can see, all we need is just regular old wood. And then we'll get, you know, whatever product. Some of these products produce wood chips as well. The prefab ones don't, but all of these do, which can again be sold for a profit. So all very, very good things. And I think, you know, we don't have any time to waste. So I do have this area over here. I have this, well, this shed for some future equipment. I figure that we will probably get, you know, some kind of trucks. You know, eventually we'll need a forklift. And obviously, as you can see, the bank account is not very favorable at the moment to purchasing anything significant in terms of vehicles or additional equipment. But, you know, as we grow, I would like to get, you know, some more heavier duty trucks, some more, you know, maybe like a front loader or something like that to move some logs around. A forklift would be great, and some kind of flatbed, you know. So all in due time, but this will help us get there at the very least. So we are, the first thing we are going to need those, we are going to need some kind of forklift. So that's going to have to come very, very quickly. And we might have to even check out the used market, even if we just, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, we could just bring our Bobcat over here on the trailer and, you know, use that to move some stuff around if we really, really need to. So not the end of the world, but once we get that first shipment of materials out, maybe we could be able to afford something that could be dedicated to just this yard over here. But yeah, and then over here, this is where I'm probably going to keep, if storage does happen to be full with the logs, I imagine that, you know, we might have to dump some over here or something like that, or even throw some wood chips over here in the meantime. But yeah, I am super, super excited to get this up and running. This is going to be a huge asset to us. I cannot wait to see what this is going to do for our bank account, our reputation, and the community as well. So really, really looking forward to getting this up and running. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode for now. We've done a lot. We've made a lot of money. We have, we're now a volunteer firefighter in the community, which is awesome. And got our first call already. And we made this significant investment into something that's going to really, really reshape this area and help us out in the future. So the next episode, we'll probably just continue doing some logging, maybe doing some field work if it's needed. But in the meantime, I'm probably just going to jump in, do some logging for the next couple of days anyway, and just make some more money kind of off camera and everything, and, you know, bring you guys back in when we have something of a significance to talk about. So hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Glad to be back in the Lost series. It's been a lot of fun being back in this map, and still a lot to come from this. I know FS22 is coming out in a couple of months, but, you know, I still want to keep playing this as much as we can. And this is a cool, you know, obviously we have a lot of mods and a lot of ways to make this area really our own and make this map and play through kind of, you know, what we want it to be. So really cool stuff. Thank you guys for the support, and I will talk to you in the next one. See ya.